Good morning. Today is Saturday. It's 8:13 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Great Harvest Bread. I'm going to get $10 for 2.8 miles. I can't believe it took me 45 minutes to get an offer. 45 minutes. The app was either completely silent and nothing was coming in, or the offers that did come in were just really, really bad. And it's really surprising to have that happen on a Saturday. That's what's really surprising. Normally in the morning like this, I get all kinds of coffee orders, but not today. All right, we're here at Great Harvest. Let's go in and get it. No waiting on the order. All right, then we're off to a good start. 8 minutes, 2.6 miles. It's going to be a house and it's going to be a leave at the door. So far, so good. No problem so far. It's nice to have the first order be an easy pickup. And also knowing that it's going to be just a house to drop off at is also good as well. Looks like I'm going to McDonald Ranch. That's that guard-gated community where all the million-dollar homes are. Gotta make sure I get my driver's license ready to go, so that way I can quickly give it to the guard and I can get through the gate really fast. Weather right now is sunny and hot. It is 84 degrees at 8:16 in the morning. The high today is supposed to be in the upper 90s, low 100s today. It's going to be a hot one. Better get used to it because summer is coming real fast. Won't be long before every day is 110 and up. I guess I should reset my my DoorDash so I don't lose it. Right, yeah, everything's going good so far. I went to Walmart this morning. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and the Walmart was packed. I got there like at 6:15 in the morning. I went inside, and there were so many people inside that Walmart. It was crazy. And I'm not exactly sure why on the day before Mother's Day there would be so many people in that market so early in the morning. But they were. It was like every aisle I was just fighting to get to the shelf to pick up whatever item I needed to get. So it was really crazy. And then just before that I had to go to Home Depot. I had to pick up a compression cap, it's called, which is it's a little tiny cap that goes on top of a water valve dispenser that is usually what you would connect a water line to for your refrigerator if you wanted to have water and ice being made inside of your refrigerator or dispensed from your refrigerator. And I don't want water or ice coming into my refrigerator because the water quality is so terrible here in Vegas that I just have my filtered drinking water come from my reverse osmosis system under my kitchen sink, and then I put water in ice trays, or I get my drinking water from I fill up a pitcher of water and put it in the fridge. And that's just how I deal with my drinking water situation that way, and no other way than doing that, because of the water quality situation here. And it's not that the water is dangerous, it just tastes terrible. We have the worst tasting water in the whole country, I think. So yeah, so that's why I had to cap it off, so that way it wouldn't cause any leaking behind the refrigerator in the future. What this says. My vision's not so hot today. But what's the address number? Thank you. That guy is like the best security guard here. He is so easygoing, and it's so easy to get in here when he's working. He's my favorite security guard at McDonald Ranch. No drama, no negativity, just letting you on through. Never have a problem when I work with that guy. So we got not much further to go. It's gonna be on this road coming up. My ears feel a little bit clogged today for some reason. I'm gonna have to get some of that earwax solution and then start using that syringe to get some of that gunk out of my ears. They feel weird. Alright, it's gonna be coming up here shortly. Keep my eyes peeled. I think it's this house here where this guy is. Is it this one? Yeah. Alright, we're here. Thank you. Alright, it's all done. Everything worked out. There were no problems at all. So now the strategy up next is to go, I guess, to that Walgreens that I always go to and wait for an offer there. I think that makes the most sense. I'm just a little bit hesitant about parking anywhere because it took me so long to get this delivery or this job that I am almost thinking that it's just too slow to park anywhere and to just go home and wait for another one. But you know how this job is. At any moment the work could start pouring in. You just don't even know. So I guess for now I'll stick to the routine of heading to that hotspot area and waiting the 5 to 10 minutes for another offer. I mean, people could just be sleeping in still, because this Mother's Day is a very big holiday, and most people, it's almost the equivalent to a Memorial Day weekend. It's such a major event, so people could just be sleeping in today and tomorrow. And so now that it's almost 8:30, things could start picking up, and people may want to get their coffee or their pastry or I don't know what. We'll see. Most people on Mother's Day, I would think, still do the traditional thing where they go out to eat somewhere. So maybe a lot of these people are saving up their money or their appetites for tomorrow. You just have to wait and see how it all unfolds. The goal today is to get to the $50. That's my normal goal, $50 every day. And we'll see if I hit it. Normally on a Saturday I don't have a problem hitting the goal, but it's been known that there have been some Saturdays where it's impossible to hit the goal. There's just nothing that comes in. So it has happened before where nothing comes in. So we'll just see what happens. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna be working today until probably till about 10:30, I guess. No, I'm sorry, I started late today, so I gotta work till 11:30. So I'll be probably out here till 11:30 at the longest, and then that's gonna do it. Yeah, today on Saturdays I always start this job at around 7:30, and then normally on every other day I started at 6:30 in the morning, just to get it out of the way. As soon as I first wake up, I'm like, let's just do this and get it done, because that's when the traffic is the lightest and there's fewer headaches. The longer you put off doing this job, the more people start to come out, and the traffic's more difficult, and the restaurants and stores are more crowded. So try to make this experience as stress-free as possible. My new refrigerator is working out just fine. It's so much better than my other one. I'm very happy with it. The old one that I had used to have these really big, sharp-edged handles that would stick out, and I would always crash into them. And so I'm so glad that refrigerator's gone. I used to bang into it all the time. So that's a big plus. And then the old fridge that I had, it used to have these pull-out drawers, which were practically useless. I would rarely put anything important in those drawers. And so they were just a waste of space. It made the refrigerator seem even smaller. Even though it was a huge refrigerator, it seemed small to me. And now this new one I have, it has no ice or drink dispenser, no drawers, no separate drawers from the main refrigerator, and it feels really, really big when I open it up. So there's plenty of room for me to store stuff now, which is awesome. And and then I like that it's a GE refrigerator. The other one I had was a KitchenAid refrigerator, and to me, it was my least favorite refrigerator I ever had. And just based on my history of buying appliances, I've never had a problem with GE refrigerators. So that's what I've always wanted to buy. And my second choice was Whirlpool. But I've had problems with Whirlpool in the past, so I really just wanted GE. And then coincidentally, I got a great deal on this one. With shipping, taxes, and everything, I only paid like $1,600 for it, so it was a really good deal. Most nice refrigerators nowadays, you gotta pay over $2,000. So I got it at Home Depot. It was a good deal. All right, we're here at the parking spot, and the app didn't make any noise, so this is probably gonna be a waste of time. Alright, I got the next one coming up, and it's from Uber Eats. I'm going to go to Albertsons and shop for 3 items. I'm going to get $10.05 for 4 miles. Let's get on over there. I think I was waiting for about 5 minutes until this came in. Not too long at all. Not bad. I was kind of hoping it would just be a simple food order, a simple pickup and drop off, so. But nope. We're going to do a little bit of shopping. Hopefully the items aren't going to be big or anything. Something real simple. A simple pop and drop. Well, it looks like it did pay off to park and wait. I was wrong. I thought it was going to be a total waste of my time, but something did come in. Let me take a look at what we're shopping for. Oh no. We're shopping for flowers. Mother's Day flowers. Oh no. This is the worst. This is very difficult to do. I would say almost every single time I've shopped for Mother's Day flowers or anybody's flowers, they never have the flowers that are in the picture. So this could be a problem. We may be in for some complications. And also, because it's Mother's Day weekend, it could be really crazy shopping for flowers inside of the Albertsons. So I'll just have to see what happens. As I recall from last year, it's a total mess trying to find anything on Mother's Day. It's like everybody just goes berserk and just, it reminds me of in the olden days when they would have those big sales at Kmart, you know, when they have the blue light special and all the people are crowding over the merchandise, just grabbing for anything they can get their hands on. That's what it's like on Mother's Day when you're shopping, when you're trying to get stuff for people inside of stores. You're just fighting to get stuff before it runs out. And you don't even know what you're grabbing for is what you're looking for, but you're just throwing it in the cart and hoping it's the right thing. And then everything gets so disorganized on the shelves, you can't find anything. But the good news is that it's 8:35 in the morning right now, so most people are still not out and about yet. So I got that working for me, so maybe it'll work out okay. And currently I have now 6 miles on the car. I'm getting 66 miles to the gallon. Temperature is still holding steady at 83 degrees. Oh, there's an add-on to the order. Fantastic. Grab that. Looks like a good one. Accept. Alright. Got it. Alright, so we got an add-on to the order. It's also shopping at Albertsons. I'm shopping for 2 customers. I'm also going to get an additional $12.17 for 2.3 miles to shop for 10 items. Okay, well at least now I'm more hopeful that I can at least do other things in there besides fight for flowers. So now I'm at a grand total of, what was the other one? $10? Yeah. 10 and 12 is 22. And then the previous one was 10, so that's 32. So after I complete this job, I'll have to make just $18 more to be done for the day. So we're moving along. Everything is just fine. Looks like I'm going to be done by 10 o'clock. I'll be done about an hour and a half earlier than I thought. If things stick, if things just keep going this way, I'll be in good shape for finishing early. Traffic right now is so. You got a lot of people on the road right now, but it's the weekend, so it's not like these are commuters. It's just a lot of people who are on the road and they're lost. They're going to places they don't normally go to. So I've just got to watch out for bad drivers. I'll shop for the flowers first, and then I will make my way to do the other customer's order, which I'm hoping is just food and not more flowers. So I'll park here. Alright, let's do it. Alright, I found them all. All the flowers are here, so let's do the person shopping. Docalac Suppository. Maximum Strength Laxative. Minute Maid Fruit Punch. Tropicana. Cucumber. Avocado. Pineapple bowl. Strawberries. Hawaiian rolls. They just put out the rotisserie chicken. I lucked out. Let's go. Well, that worked out just fine overall. No major problems. We're going to be going 6 minutes, 1.4 miles. It's a house, it's a leave at the door, and I have a gate code, and this is the flowers that I'm delivering. Whew, man. Holy smokes. I'm just glad that is done. Let me tell you. The flowers turned out to be not a big deal. There was nobody in the flower section. I was the only person there. Everybody else was just doing their regular shopping. So it looks like once again, people are waiting till the last minute to do the Mother's Day shopping for flowers. That has not started yet. I noticed the same thing too at Walmart. There was nobody buying the flowers yet. They're all waiting for the same day to do it. So yeah, but I did notice there was a lot more people, doing their grocery shopping because the sun is coming up earlier now. So that's causing people to shop for their groceries earlier than normal. Because I think now the sun is starting to rise like during the 5 o'clock hour. And I think once we hit the peak of summer, the sun comes up like sometime in the 4 o'clock a.m. hour once we hit peak summer. So yeah, people really in this town, they go based on the sunlight. So when the sun rises, they're ready to head out the door. I usually just go by the clock. I'm a very schedule-oriented person. So when the time to do something comes, I just do it, whether the sun's out or not. I just get it done. And I don't know, the time is 9:03. I don't know how long it took me to do the shopping. It didn't seem like a long time. I think what took the longest is just finding the flowers. They had so many varieties of bouquets, and the customer wanted very specific bouquets of flowers. And I was able to actually find the exact ones that the customer wanted. And the app, they changed the settings on the app where you used to have to scan a barcode if you wanted to confirm the right arrangement of flowers. They stopped doing it because they had so many headaches from previous Mother's Days and holidays for buying flowers. Now they just trust the judgment of the delivery driver. They're like, if you think those are the right flowers, that's fine. And it bypasses it automatically bypasses the barcode. So I never have to scan a barcode when I'm shopping for flowers at the market. At least not at Albertsons. So that was really cool. And yeah, I made sure the names were right, and then I looked at the picture to make sure that it looked like the picture. So yeah, I hit 100% for the flowers, so I'm happy about that. And yeah. Yeah. I just did my Walmart shopping this morning, so I wasn't super enthusiastic to do this shopping order. I was like, I can't believe I'm back in another store doing shopping when I was just doing shopping for myself just a while ago. But I got it done. I was like, well, it's good money. Might as well do it. The money to mile ratio is really good. It was a fair deal. Oh, the biggest thing that was hard to get was the rotisserie chicken. That's right. I forgot about that. They didn't have any rotisserie chicken on the shelf at that time that I went in. And I was about to get them some refrigerated rotisserie chicken from the previous day that they packed in a package. When I saw somebody putting them on the shelf, and I immediately hustled over there and snatched one up. So that was really good. I was relieved because I thought I was going to have a problem at the checkout to pay for the refrigerated chicken because it costs more money. Oh, what's the gate code? I almost lost my DoorDash. Reset, repause. It had 6 minutes remaining. That would have been terrible. Normally I reset it when I'm in the parking lot of the market when I get out shopping. But this big truck distracted me and threw off my train of thought. Okay, it's this house right here. Alright, and this is the flour order. Alright, flour order, here we go. Come on, flowers. Let's go. Alright, the app actually, for the first time, it had me scan one of the items to confirm I was dropping off the right order. So that worked out for the first time, although I don't think it really scanned anything because I couldn't scan the flowers to begin with, so none of the flowers were scannable to begin with. But whatever. Next up, we're gonna go 7 minutes, 2.3 miles. It's gonna be a house, it's gonna be a meet at the door, and I have a gate code. Yeah, Uber set up a new system now where when you shop for multiple people, in order to avoid confusion, it has you scan at least one item from the customer's order to confirm you're dropping off the right order. That's kind of like what Walmart Spark does. Where do I go? Okay, I'll have to make a right and then a U-turn and come back. This one car is going so slow. Whew, man, it is getting hot already. 86 degrees now, and it's 9:11 a.m. I gotta wash this car. It is getting really dirty. It rained earlier in the week for 3 days in a row, and now my car is dirty. Oh, just another thing I gotta take care of. No rush, I guess. When I did Uber X and I would drive people around, I'd always be washing the car constantly. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore, which is nice. It used to be so important that the car was spotless every time people got in it, to get the tips. When you're driving people around, all the tips are based on presentation. That's one of the other reasons why I don't like doing Uber X anymore and driving people around. It's just too much. I mean, you got to present yourself in a certain way, and it's extra work. It's like extra time that you're not getting paid to do that, to put in that effort. So ultimately, doing delivery work is just, all in all, doing delivery work over driving people around is just much less work and so much less stressful. I mean, the only kind of way it's more work is that you're having to do more walking around. But that's actually more healthier for you than being all stressed out that a stranger is sitting behind you doing Lord knows what as you're driving. So it's actually not a big deal. I keep looking to see if there's any kind of special quest bonuses on Uber to drive people around, and I have yet to see anything that was significant. Right after that pandemic, you could have gotten like $300 if you would have given just like 30 rides or 40 rides over the weekend. You get this huge bonus. And they don't do that anymore because now there's so many people that are doing this job. Everything's back to normal, so they don't need drivers for driving people around. Everything's just normalized, so they don't put out those big bonuses anymore. So right now, it just makes sense just to do food delivery and just have a good time sitting in the car, relaxing. And I like the exercise. I like to definitely do this job every day just to get a little exercise. I'm still staying consistent with doing a little aerobic activity after I eat a meal every day to help manage my glucose levels. That seems to be working out really well. I'm not getting that weird, I was getting like these weird sensations of weakness after I would eat a meal, which is a sign that you're becoming pre-diabetic, I guess. And I guess one of the ways to combat high glucose levels is to exercise after you eat a meal. So I do like 20 minutes of exercises after I eat a meal. Nothing intense or anything, just like moving around, standing on my feet, doing some little dumbbells, just while watching TV. And that helps to metabolize the glucose and create, a balance in my body so I don't feel that weakness sensation that can come over me if I just sit around or lay around after I eat a meal. It's hereditary. I think this just runs in my family, especially as we get older. 2 more minutes, 0.6 miles. And I'm way outside of my zone, so it's going to be a long drive back to get back into my zone. Gate code. I don't remember if this grocery order is really big or not. I don't know how many trips I'm gonna have to take to get to, to get it all at the front door before I ring the doorbell. Usually for grocery orders, they just say leave it at the door. I'm kind of surprised that for such a small order, this person wants me to meet them at the door. Ooh, they're lifting up a heavy oven. Shoot. Those poor garbage men, they got their work cut out for them. They're lifting some heavy items today. I think that was a double oven they were lifting into that garbage truck. Okay, it's all the way down on the left. Looks like it's this house right here. Alright, let's do this. Thank you. Hello. Hey there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Alright, that was easy. He was friendly, no problems. Easy drop off. Oh man, now the garbage truck guy's over here. Oh man, and they're blocking the road. I'm gonna have to wait until they're done. That's the way it goes. Looks like they're putting a mattress in the garbage truck. It must be one of those special trucks that's only for big items, not for the regular trash. That's what it looks like. It looks like they specifically, oh, maybe I can go around? Let's see if I can go around now. He's loading up on stuff. There's enough room for me here to just squeeze by. Whew. Man, that's a hard job. That's the last job I'd ever take. Yeah. You could easily injure yourself doing that kind of work. Hurt your back, your shoulders. I mean, I hurt myself just lifting the cases of water, and they're like lifting up heavy stuff like double ovens and furniture and throwing it into the truck. It's like, no thanks. There's no way I would do that kind of work. I always thought growing up I would be working in an office. I'd have like a little briefcase and a desk, and I'd be like, you know, doing paperwork all day. That's what I thought. That's what I thought my grown-up life was gonna be like. And then the computer came into existence, and that altered everybody's future. Once technology came into the picture, everybody's world was turned upside down. Okay, so I'm gonna start just making my way back towards a hot spot. And the nearest hot spot from here is, I think there's a Starbucks over on Green Valley and Pebble. It's a long way. I'll probably get something before then, more than likely. And normally what I do is I just take the street all the way back to my hotspot waiting area. But yesterday I had bad luck when I did that, so I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what's the right thing to do. If I should hop on the freeway and immediately get back to my zone, or slowly crawl on the street waiting for something to come in. I'm not sure. It's a tough call because it's hard. I'm not certain whether or not it's really busy or not. I would say based on what's happening right now, like see right now I'm driving, nothing's coming in right now. So based on what's happening right now, I would say just get on the freeway and head back to my hotspot. Is what this is telling me. If the app was like going off right now, then I would just keep taking the street. So I think that's the general plan, just to do that. Whew, man, temperature 88 degrees and rising. It's getting warmer. We're easily gonna get into the 90s before I'm done with today. Gotta make $18 more. 18 more smackaroonies to go. $5, 6 miles, no. $5, 7 miles. Yesterday I decided I would take $5 and $6 offers if the miles were 2 miles or less. So, oh no, I said $6. So I really have a $6 minimum if the miles are 2 miles or less. But any miles greater than that, I'm looking for something that is about $8. So $8 is the minimum, $2 for every mile. But if the miles are $2 or 2 miles or less, I'll do a minimum of $6 for that amount of miles. $7.75 for 12 miles. So right now I'm just headed for the freeway on-ramp, and I'm gonna get the heck out of this part of town, which is known for being really slow. McDonald's, $4.75 for 3.3 miles. Looks like it's starting to get busy now. Stuff's starting to come in. $5 to deliver a package. That ain't happening. $3 for 4 miles. Yeah, stuff's starting to come in. I'm gonna hop on the freeway. It's like things are starting to get busy, but now it's too late. I've locked in. I got the on-ramp for the freeway coming up. If something else pops in while I'm on the freeway, I could always get off at what is it? Is it Valley Verde? Yeah, Valley Verde, and then I can take the there's a McDonald's there that I may get an offer from. I'm always just trying to strategize as I'm driving, just trying to be like, well, what makes the most sense to do today based on my previous experiences? Because every market and every neighborhood is different, so that's why I always just work my neighborhood, because I have the most experience working here, and I'm really able to almost have a little bit of a psychic prediction on what's going to happen. I have a little bit of an edge because I know it well. That's the downside. If you try to do this job in different areas and neighborhoods, it can be very stressful because you don't know all the ins and outs about that neighborhood. $10, 20 miles. Alright, I've passed the exit where that McDonald's is, and now I'm on my way to my favorite hotspot zone where I get the best offers. The time is 9:26, and this is usually the slowest time of the day for doing this job. So, may not get anything. I may sit there for 5-10 minutes and then just head home. $10, 12 miles. Right now I've got about 14 miles on the car. I try to minimize the miles. I'm really hoping this car will last me for another 6 years, I'm hoping. I think next year this car will be 10 years old. $17 for 11 miles. Somebody else took it. You can have it. I was on the fence about it. I'm like, Is it safe for me to go? Nope. It is not safe for me to go. Like whenever I want cars to go fast, they're going slow, and vice versa. And whenever I want them to be in one lane, they're in the lane I need to be in. Oh, is today a good day to get gas? Let me look at the gas station and see how busy it is. I see empty spots at the gas station. I think I'll get gas. This is sort of my hot spot area. So I saw several spots that were open at the gas station. So maybe I'll be able to pick up some gas and then pause the app while I'm getting gas. I have about half a tank of gas left right now. So I'm still good, but I'm always on the lookout. Like if I'm near a gas station that has cheap gas and I'm not busy, I mean I might as well get gas. I've got the time to kill at the moment. There's nothing coming in good. Let's see if anybody took my good spot to get gas. I'm sure somebody already did. That light was long. Oh, did this person just leave? Awesome. I'll go right here and get my gas. This is $3.53 a gallon currently. Whew. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. And everybody's looking for a spot to park their car to get gas, but nobody wants to let me through. Alright, now I'm just going to head over to where that Starbucks is and then park and wait. See if something good comes in. It's busy over here today. Everybody's shopping away. Temperature's almost at 90 degrees. I don't have to worry about getting gas anymore. That's done. And I usually only fill my tank up once every other week. So once every 2 weeks I put gas in this car because it gets such good gas mileage. It goes a long way. Alright, got the next one coming in. Accept. I gotta go back where I was just at. I got an offer from Uber Eats. We're gonna go to Wendys, and I was just over there too. $7 for 0.8 miles. That's a goodie. Oh, just too bad it didn't come in earlier. I was just over there. Oh That guy just almost backed right into my car. I was going by. Classic. It's like all the technology that the world gives people today, and they still don't use it. It's like you have every new car has a backup camera in their car, and people don't use it. They don't use it. They just back up, and they're like, well, I don't need to look. A lot of activity going on here. Okay, the kids are not going to cross. Okay. I guess he raised his kids right. Next. Next person. It's like everybody's doing their shopping today. Everybody. It's like a herd. The herd is out and they are shopping. Oh, finally made it to the Wendys. My gosh. That was not easy to get to. Just park it right here. Let's go get it. About a 5-minute wait. Complete the pickup. Gonna be going 3 minutes, 0.7 miles. It's going to be what looks like a house. You'll have to enter at the main gate on Green Valley. Complex is called. The gate code is. Okay, I know where this is. I know where this is. The order wasn't ready when I got there, but that's no surprise. I was in the parking lot when I got the order, so. But the guy put the order together real quick once I got there, and there was no other customers inside of the store, and there was nobody in the drive-thru either, so it was all good. I just gotta watch out for this man going on his bicycle. Make sure I don't run him over. Everybody drives here like they're driving on the freeway. Navigation wants me to turn here, but there's no entrance to turn there, so I'm gonna keep going. And then the next entrance should be coming up here on the left, even though the navigation's telling me to make a U-turn. It should be this community here coming up. And I just have to enter the gate code to get in. It's still telling me I'm in the wrong place. Gate code is... Yep, I'm in the right place. Once the gate code works, I know I'm in the right place. The navigation is still saying I'm in the wrong place. It's like, come on, navigation, get with it. There it goes. Now it knows where I'm at. Oh, these are townhomes. These are little townhomes. Gotta really watch people on the weekend. They really don't drive right. On the weekdays, I can really get a good sense of what people are gonna be doing with their cars when I'm on the road. But on the weekend, you have these drivers who are like, I don't know, like they've never driven before. It's like certain situations where you know you have the right of way, they're still trying to push their luck and trying to like cut you off. So you gotta really you gotta watch out for them because they may just very well cut you off. Well, we're going deep into this neighborhood. If I've dropped off at this house before, it's been a long time. I have nothing in my memory of dropping off this far into this community. It's saying, do I turn here? Is it in here? Let's see if I can see the numbers. I don't think it's in there. I think it might be the next one. Let's see if it's over here. If not, I've got to go back over there. It's this one right here. We made it. Thank you. That was easy. Now I just got to make my way back to the hotspot zone again, which is not far, less than a mile back to the hotspot zone. Something's already coming in. $5 for 1.7 miles. Do I want to do it? I guess. I said I wouldn't take $5 orders, but I might as well. Directions. I might as well take it. The navigation doesn't know how to get out of here. The navigation keeps saying, go back, there's a gate over there. I'm like, that's for the fire department only. I can't go through there. That's for emergency vehicles. So we're going to be I didn't tell you what the offer was. Got an offer from DoorDash. I'm going to be going to Starbucks. I'm going to get $5 for 1.7 miles. Now you know. And it's DoorDash. Turn off I'm completely out of it. I'm like, what am I doing? I forgot to even turn off my Uber Eats app. So let's see. So we got I think now after I do this order, the Starbucks order, I'll have to make another $6 to be done, and the time is 9:45 a.m. So that doesn't sound like it's going to be hard to do. Maybe I'll even get an add-on to the order while I'm on my way there. I'm so glad I got navigation to get out of here. This place is so confusing in how it's laid out. All right, here we go. Here's the exit. And Starbucks, I don't think is going to be crowded, only because I haven't been getting any Starbucks orders all day. So that tells me it must not be very busy, or maybe customers are just getting the orders themselves. They're not ordering delivery today. Find out when I walk inside the store. Well, so far today has not been very difficult. It hasn't been a hard day at all. It is getting hotter. It's now 90 degrees. I don't think anything's been difficult. There's more pedestrians out right now than normal because of the holiday weekend. The Mother's Day holiday weekend is bringing more foot traffic into the neighborhoods, so that can be kind of scary. Because you got a lot of people who aren't paying attention, or they could be running out into the road, and you don't want to be running nobody over, because that's going to be the end of the day. That'll be the end of it all. Arrived at the store. I have arrived. Let's get it. No waiting on the order. Verify the order. Two green iced teas. Confirm pickup. We're gonna be going to a house in a gated community, and it has 2 gates. Fantastic. All this for $5. Cheapskates. Cheap. It's like you live in a fancy gated, guard gated community, and that's all you can afford to tip me. Here come all the cars. Perfect timing. Everybody loves to come out on Mother's Day weekend. There's no shortage of pedestrians on the road today. There was nobody in the Starbucks. I think there may have been just one person in the Starbucks. And none of the workers were even at the counter, like they were having a meeting or something, doing something in the back altogether. And the order was just sitting on the counter. I just snatched it up and said thank you to nobody and walked out. There were people sitting in the patio area. I think people right now, they like this weather right now. They like the heat. Like it's hot, but it's not too hot for them to sit outside in the shade and enjoy the warm weather. To me, it's too hot. I wouldn't want to sit outside in this weather. It's too hot. I like it in the 70s. When the temperature's in the 80s, I don't really want to sit outside. But that's just me. Some people really like the heat. I like it more when it's just like the perfect temperature. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. I guess because I'm a Southern California person, where we always have that kind of weather for the most part. So if the weather isn't that perfect temperature, I just want to be in the air conditioning. And nowadays, with technology, you really have very little motivation to go outside. I mean, even exercise, you can do exercise inside. You don't have to go out to do it. Looks like there's one car in line at the moment. Hello. Okay. All right, thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Wow, it looks like somebody broke through their barrier and took it out. They usually have that little electronic arm that goes up and down, and somebody smashed through it. I bet you it happened in the middle of the night. Somebody was drunk, and they just decided they were just gonna push their way through. I'm sure that's not the first time it happened either. Not in this town with all the drinking that goes on. So now I've got to get through a second gate. And the guard has to let me through on this one. I just have to enter a code and then it'll call the guard to let me in. Whew. Okay, we're in. All this for $5. I'm like, this is why I don't like taking $5 orders. I thought this was going to be a simple pickup and drop off. I wasn't expecting all of this stuff. I guess I'll go up on their circular driveway since I can't park here and loop my way around. Alright, let's do this. Grab the bag. Thank you. $5. There's your 5 smackaroonies. Get out of there. Get off of their circular driveway as fast as I can before they chase me down. They're like, get off of my property. Alright, I'm gonna put Uber Eats back on and then make my way back to that Starbucks again. I gotta make $6 more to get to my $50 goal. Oh, hopefully I don't have to wait too long. It's now 9:56 a.m. $2 for 3.5 miles. I don't think I'm gonna have to wait that long. I mean, it's almost 10 o'clock. So I've got good odds that I'm gonna be okay. I may get something even before I reach the Starbucks. That could just be wishful thinking, but let's see what happens. I was glad that person had their dogs put away. Normally when I go there, the dogs go berserk and they start jumping at that glass door on their porch, and I'm so worried the dogs are gonna damage that front door. Something's coming in. $7 for 5 miles. Petco, where the Pets go. $10.50. Oh, $10.50. 4.2 miles to shop for 4 items. Alright. How do I get there? Alright. We go offline. This is gonna do it. It's the last one. Got an offer from DoorDash. I'm going to be going to Petco. I'm going to shop for 4 items. I'm going to get $10.50 for 4.2 miles. Woo, this is it. We're done. Just got to pick up these items. And the good news is that it is DoorDash, so the money is guaranteed. So even if there's only 1 item available for the customer, I'll still get the full amount of the money, and there's no worry about the customer lowering the tip or anything. So it's a done deal. As long as I can find at least 1 item out of the 4 items they want me to shop for, which that's 100%. I'll be able to find at least one of the 4 items. I'm hoping it's not going to be live animals. Every once in a while, the customers want me to get something that's alive, and it's very creepy, very creepy. I don't think I've ever gotten anything more than insects, like crickets and stuff like that. I would be real creeped out if I had to pick up hamsters or rats or fish. Because, you know, that's more personal. I'm like, you should be getting that yourself. And if you're not getting that yourself, that means you're using those animals for food to, like, feed one of your other animals. And that's creepy as all hell. That really creeps me out. So hopefully that's not on the list. Let's take a look. I am shopping for no live animals. It looks like it's all pet treats of some sort. I can't see the names of the items, but I can see photos of the items. And none of them are living creatures, thank goodness. Oh man, to own a pet store must be... What the heck was that? Something just flew off of somebody's car, or they hit something on the road and it flew underneath my car. I don't know what it was. I'm hoping it's nothing sharp. It looked like a piece of maybe a hubcap or a piece of a fender. It sounded like, the sound it made it sound like it was a mixture of plastic and metal. Just from the weight of it, the way it skidded across the road. So hopefully when I run it over, it doesn't puncture my tires. These are the things you gotta worry about when you're doing this job. Crazy things like that. Oh, it looked like a piece of a hubcap. I saw it in the rearview mirror. These are the crazy things that happen when you do this job. I'm trying to think if I've ever had a breakdown, or I don't think I've ever, my car has never broken down doing this job. I mean, I've had flat tires, but not when I'm working. I've had situations like that. I've had my windshield cracked, but that wasn't when I was working. Whenever I'm working, everything seems to go fairly well. I've had situations where my tire pressure is low, and I get a warning on the dashboard that something's wrong and I need to check my tires. So I've had that, but that's just because the tire pressure gets low when the winter time comes. You know, because when the winter comes, the temperature goes down, so that creates a pressure loss in the tires. Just like when it's hot, the tires expand and they get lots of pressure in them. So I rarely see the warning light come on my car in the summertime because it's so hot. The tires have so much pressure in them. The pressure gauge doesn't go off. I mean, I guess it could go off if the pressure in the tire is higher than it should be. But no, I haven't had that problem when I'm working. Nothing dangerous. Currently, it's still 90 degrees. We got 5 minutes, 1.5 miles to get to the Petco. Let's see, it's Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day weekend, so I don't think the Petco is going to be busy. I think I should be able to get in and out of there no problem. It is the weekend, though, so sometimes they have these little festivals in front of the Petco where all the doggies are in little cages, and I don't know if they're trying to do like an adoption thing. I'm not exactly sure. I just try to get in the Petco and out, and I'd really just get around the people when they're doing that. I never see any signs that say like they're giving, like it's a pet adoption event, but I don't know. Maybe it is. I started putting ice cold water in my thermos now because now it's so hot. And pretty soon it's going to be so hot I'm going to have to put ice and water in my thermos. Oh, somebody got pulled over for something over there. There's some major event going on. some activity, police activity, and some car with all the doors open. Oh man, I'm so glad this day's almost over. Can't even tell you. I've had a full day today. I have to get used to the temperature now. My body has to acclimate now to the hot weather again. You'll notice that whenever the winter comes, you easily get cold, and then once you're deep into the winter, you have no problem. Like, you're totally adapted. Your body adapts to the winter time. And then when the summer comes, I mean, the first time it hits into the 90s, your body has to get used to sweating again and being able to manage the heat. I'm sure there's some type of biological reason that happens. There's some processes that go on inside your body to adapt to the new climate change when you are going from hot to cold or cold to hot. Just like your body has to adapt to going to like a different time zone. That takes place as well. You realize like, oh, I just landed in New York and there's a 3-hour time difference. And now I've got to get used to going to bed at a different time and eating at different times. Oh, should I have turned right there? Shoot, I missed my turn. Arrived at store. You have no internet. Oh, great. I have no internet. I can't arrive at the store. Now I'm going to get dinged for arriving late. Okay, are they having any kind of pet fair over here today? No. Is there any parking over here? Anything? There's a good park. Oh, there's parking. Alright, let's park this car and get this done. Beef and liver chips. Filled Danishes. This took forever to find because they changed the packaging. And a big bag of refrigerated dog food. Let's go. Take a photo of the receipt. It's all wrinkled. I hope it goes through. Ensure the receipt is in the bag. There you go, it's in the bag. Whew. We're going to be traveling to a house. It's going to be a leave at the door. 4 minutes, 1.2 miles. Oh boy. Everything worked out fine except for that one dog treat product, which I spent 50% of my time was spent trying to find that one product that they changed the packaging on and did not look anything like the packaging that it was before. So the picture in the photos, like, it doesn't match. And it was like a Merrick something dog treat, and I'm looking for the word, the logo, the Merrick logo. Couldn't find it, kept looking. Went to the section where they have the Merrick dog food, didn't see it there. And I gave up. I was like, well, what about the substitute? What substitutes do they want instead of that product? And when I looked at the substitute, they didn't have the substitute. So I'm like, great. Now they got nothing. I've got nothing to go on. And then lo and behold, when I was looking for any kind of dog treat that they may want, that's when I saw that the word power treat or power something. And I said, oh, that sounds like something similar to what they would want. And like, yeah, it was something similar, all right. It was exactly what they wanted. Oh, it's just the way it goes. hard as I try to be, prepared for any situation and try to be as efficient as possible to get this job done so I can just go home, something always happens every day, and that's when it tests your patience. This job, if you're not a patient person, you can't do this job. You have to be a patient person to do this job. You can easily be mad about 100 different things when you do this job every day. Just the bad drivers alone will get on your last nerve. The navigation's acting wonky. It's catching up. Okay, now it's caught up. It was telling me to make a U-turn and go back. That's another thing that can happen with these apps. Sometimes the navigation gets confused, and you have to almost look at the map before you leave the parking lot to make sure you know where you're going, so you don't get thrown. Looks like I'm going to a 55 and over community where the houses are all single story and it's where retired people live. Yeah, it's a retirement community. And it's a good drop-off point because it's not going to be too far to get back to home base, so I'm very happy about that. Currently have 22 miles on the car. It looks like when all is said and done, I will be in the upper 20s for mileage today, which is excellent. Looks like I'm gonna get close to $2 a mile for all my troubles today, which is fantastic. Temperature now 91 degrees, and it's 10:22. I'm finishing just about where I thought I would finish. What's the address? Okay. It's going to be the second house. We're here. Oh, thank you, Lord. I'm so ready. Got that one. I got that one. Go. Thank you. Oh, man. Can't get me home fast enough. Get me out of here. Whew. End dash. End it, please. End my dash. I'll see you again tomorrow.